What's up guys, it's me Devin, aka Plant Vibes, and I just made the most amazing find. I got this beautiful fishbone cactus. This is an orchid cactus that's gonna produce these beautiful large flowers that are just like these gorgeous orchid shaped flowers. And what I love about this plant is that it's a perfect trailer. So I have this really cool pedestal over by my desk where I'm going to put it, and it's just going to kind of like trail elegantly over the sides of the container. But what I wanted to talk about today was a topic called propagation. A lot of you guys are probably familiar with that word or have heard the word. Basically what propagation is taking your mother plant, in this case this mama, and making little babies out of it. So we're gonna make some new fishbone cactus babies, and Epiphyllum are one of the very best plants to make new babies from. They do it super quickly, and it's very, very reliable. And it's as easy as this. So take your clean shears. I like to just wash mine with a little soap before I use them. And then what I do is I kind of just look around my plant. Is there any area that has extra foliage that it can afford to kind of like, you know, to have a little haircut? Or is there any area that is just a little bit weird growing and I don't like that growth, so I want to kind of trim it away? Well, once I have my spot located, I think I'll do this guy right here. This, you know, it looks like an extra piece of foliage. I'll take this one. So what I do, I take my shears and I make the cut. All right, easy as that. Now what I do is I take my cutting and I let it dry out. I have a little tray going here with a few other ones, and I'm gonna let these dry out for about a week. Now what's going to happen in that week is that the spot that I made that incision, that I made that cut right at the base, it's gonna have a chance to kind of callus over, dry over, and what that's gonna do is it's gonna help ensure that no kind of fungus that may have been lurking around makes it back into the pot. So it's going to be fungus free and it's going to be ready to root. So when I decide where I want to put those cuttings in my pot, you can kind of see that this has been trailing that way. It's kind of bare on this side. This side is kind of little, you got the hair in the back and it's kind of bald in the front. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take those cuttings and I'm going to put them right in here. You know, let's just fast forward like it's been a week. All right, a week later, I'm gonna take my cuttings and I'm just gonna literally stick them in. You know, maybe I'm gonna take just a little knife, a little kitchen knife. I'm in my kitchen. I'm an urban gardener. I got my kitchen knives handy. I'm gonna take my knife. I'm just gonna kind of make a little hole right there. And then I'm gonna take my cutting and I'm gonna stick it down maybe 2 inches. That way it kind of stays up nice, just like I want it. Look, that's perfect. I got one more. Take my little kitchen knife. This could be, you know, anything that kind of just makes a nice little hole into the soil for you to easily put this in there. Do it like that. And then in about 6 to 8 weeks, you will notice that these will be much firmer in the soil, which means that they have taken root, and then eventually they're gonna start to spill over that side of the container, which is exactly what we wanna do. Now, if you're wondering why is it that most of the foliage was on this side, chances are it's because this was probably sitting in a window where the sun was coming from that direction, and so all the foliage kind of went that way. So that makes it a perfect candidate to kind of rotate just slightly. Just do a quarter turn once a month. That's all you gotta do to even out the growth, to get you that full lush look. And if it's not full and lush like you want, remember, just take your scissors, your shears, make a cut something off, and put it where you want to do it. And then it's gonna grow in the direction that you want it to grow. That's how you kind of make the plants yours. And that, you know, this is one of the best plants to do that. It's one of the best plants to experiment with, and it's highly rewarding and highly beautiful. Anyway, I'm Devin, also known as Plant Vibes, and I will see you next time.